Can you play My Drink Is Water Clear?
Alpha Zulu 3 to base will be opening fire. Repeat, opening fire on the monster. Tell those people to get out of the way.
Shift. Are you drinking shorts, our bunny?
It's beer.
You thieving little devil if I don't cut your fingers off. It's your father's whiskey.
He never drinks it. He was on Rum and Pep last time he came home.
Well, that was last time he came home. A lot can happen in 6 months. He might walk through that door and say, hello, love, I'm back on the whiskey again, or he might be on vodka even, or he might even be on brandy.
He might be on methylated spirits.
Did you speak?
Never opened my mouth.
You, Jack Shepherd, are a guest in your brother's home. You have been taken in off the street as one of the family. So all I require of you is that you pay your whack of the rent and keep your gob shut.
Must be a communist plan. No, it's only a
That's what we are then. I'm talking to you, Douglas. Shut up.
Morning sickness, have I lost my virtue?
Right. Which one of you has had his thieving hands in this gas meter?
It's all right. What's up with you?
The hell it's all right. We haven't let the gas man through that door since last Christmas Eve. And now look what he's got to come. 1 and 6 in Tanner's and 4 tokens from a fruit machine.
You think he's got 2 cherries up? Okay, pretend you're out.
I'm fed up with drawing the curtains. It's like a perpetual funeral in this flat. Here, who's taken my curtains?
I borrowed them to wrap that side of bacon in.
You don't wrap bacon in my curtains.
Well, you don't walk through the streets with half a pig under your arm. It's quite all right, Constable. I'm Tom Tom the Piper's son.
You don't walk through the streets with it. You use your gumption and put it in our bunny's van.
There's no pigs goes in my van.
Couldn't get it in the van anyway. It was full of firewood.
Have you been chopping down them trees again? You know, they're council trees. They were planted there by Princess Mary.
Well, you said you wanted some logs.
Here. And what's going to happen when the rent man comes and looks in our coal bunker? It's like Sherwood flaming forest out there.
There's no pigs goes in my van.
There's one goes in it every time you sit in that driving seat.
You're right, our kid. She's definitely sickening for something.
I know what she's sickening for. And what's that supposed to mean?
Well, he has been away for 6 months now, hasn't he? I mean, she must be getting restless.
Look your teeth down your throat.
Give over, it was only a joke.
Yes, well, don't make jokes about my mother. If she's not getting it, that's her business.
I didn't say she wasn't getting
I'm
it.
not saying that she is getting it, then. Shut up, both on you. Shut up yourself, you miserable cow.
Hey, up! Have you seen this?
Nudist vicar and the teenage postmistress. Hey, someone's been getting it.
Not there, there, the date.
The 18th, what about it?
It's her birthday, Joker sod. Oh, well.
No wonder she's got the needle. Haven't you bought anything?
No.
Haven't you bought anything, our Douglas?
No.
Well, what are we going to do then? "21 today."
She's 21 today. She's got the key of the door, never been 21 before. And her father says you can do as you like, so shout a bit parade. She's a jolly good mother.
It's not on, you know. It's not fair on us but as kids.
You're lucky, Mrs. Sheridan. You don't have to live next door to them. 1 o'clock this morning, I heard her shouting, "Which blankety blanks put a fag packet down my lavvy?" Disgusting.
Oh, you bloody midden, you're one.
It's very good for them as tea. Your grandmother used to give our sunflower a cup of cold tea every morning.
And a bowl of cornflakes.
I think it needs a bigger plant pot. I'll knock you one off tomorrow.
Rather.
You stand need to talk. He barely considers his mother, does our bunny. I mean, what have I had from you today? Not so much as a swining birthday card. And as for you, Jack, you know, you haven't dipped your hand in your pocket since you came here. Not birthdays, nor Christmas, nor Easter, nor anything besides.
What are you talking about? Who got you that bacon?
Bacon? A side of bacon? You call that a birthday present?
Yeah, well, you see, that was just to be going on with that, with the shops being closed. We were going to get your main present later.
What main present?
Well, we were all going to chip in, weren't we, Raymond?
Well, wait, when are you going to start chipping in? When Nelson gets his eye back?
Cheeky git.
I'll tell you what you'll all chip in. £5 apiece. All excepting our bunny, that is. And you can give me a nice big party.
Oh, blimey, not at Builder's Arms again.
At Builder's Arms, if they'll have us.
I know, you know what the magistrate said, our man. He said, if you ever appear in front of him again...
Oh, stop your wittering. No, it'll be a nice, quiet party in the snug. Very elegant, with food, crisps, and all things like that, you know. And, of course, there'll be no singing.
Oh, no dancing.
And no drinking after time.
In fact, nothing to complain of at all. We might just as well stay at home. You go and see who that is, our Douglas.
I'd like to see the householder, please.
What?
The householder, Mr. Shepherd.
Well, who was it?
I don't know.
Well, what did they want?
How the hell do I know?
He gets worse instead of better. And you know, the funny thing was, when he was a little lad, you couldn't stop him talking, 19 to the dozen. Till his dad started locking him in the coal cellar, that is. Then he stopped. Now, who could that be, I beg leave to wonder?
Somebody else had to do it.
Somebody else, my left eyeball. You've left them standing there, haven't you?
Oh, no.
I'm inquiring after Mr. Shepherd.
Oh, well, we've got 4 of them, love. Did you want one in particular, or shall I mix you a few up?
I think you know who I'm referring to. I'd like to see the householder, Mr. Lionel Shepherd.
Well, you need binoculars, then. He's working at Carlisle at present on motorway. Do you want to leave a message?
I have a strong reason to believe that you're harbouring an azalea.
Oh, not us, love. We're not allowed to keep pets.
I won't waste my breath asking where it is, Mr.
Righto, then.
Shepherd.
Ta-ra.
But I'd just like to give you fair warning that these incidents do not go unnoticed. This is a petition, Mr. Shepherd. And so far, I've collected 495 signatures. When I've got 500, it's going down to the housing authorities. And I think you know what that implies.
What seems to be the trouble, Jack?
It's busy Lizzie. She's trying to get us chucked out again.
And this time, I've every hope of succeeding. 5 more signatures, that's my target.
And you know what my target is, missus, if you don't shift? Your backside with my boot right up it. You know, I think I'll just give some crumbs to the little dicky birds.
Well, what we do now, then?
We wait. I'm going in. Going to take it off her.
Hey, you heard your Douglas? We wait. We wait for Queenie.
See, Mrs. Blakey, people of that calibre, they don't deserve justice. To deserve justice, you're expected to show a little bit of respect towards your fellow men.
Do you know, Mrs. Petty, that my hubby actually caught one of them, the brother-in-law, actually passing water on the communal flower beds?
Oh, it's disgusting behaviour. Was it the gâteau, you said, dear, or the petit fours?
Half a dozen of the gâteau. I'll admit it, we're after shut, pubs were shut, but there was a full moon.
Mind you, the number of good citizens who've put their name to that petition has completely restored my faith in... What do you want?
Oh, carry on, love. I'm not in any great rush. You can serve this woman first.
This lady and myself were engaged in a private conversation between ourselves.
Well, don't let me stop you.
I don't mind waiting.
Oh, bubbles to you then. I'll take these 4 little custard tarts here.
Those happen to be reserved for a special customer.
Oh.
And for your further enlightenment, they happen to be individual cream caramels.
Well, they look the spitting image of custard tarts to me. Still, never mind. I'll leave it over then. It's custard tarts or nothing with our bunny. He troughs them back like a sow once he gets started. Ta-ra then. Oh, there was just one thing while I'm in the area. This list of people's names that you're getting up.
Oh, yes.
You know, this whatchamacallit, this,
I believe you're referring to the communal petition.
That's it. Well, I thought, as I'm doing nothing, I might just as well stick my handle on.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, I know it's against all my better principles. I mean, our Lionel would strangle me with his bare hands for doing it, but still, what the eye doesn't see. Is that it, by any chance?
It is, yes.
Oh, well, chuck it over then.
I shall do nothing of the kind, Mrs. Shepherd.
You what, love?
I say I shall not allow you to make a mockery of that list.
I'm not joking, love. I want my name on that petition.
And I say you're not getting it.
And who's going to stop me? Love?
I don't think you take Mrs. Petty's meaning, Mrs. Shepherd. You see, it's about you, that list of names.
Did anybody ask you to chime in? She on the list?
Mrs. Blakey's name was first on the list.
Yes, well, of course, I suppose if I bought 12 Cornish pasties here every Saturday instead of giving my lads a proper dinner, I'd be on the list and all.
Mrs. Shepherd, signatures are confined to bona fide rate payers.
And don't I count as a ratepayer?
That's something of a moot point.
Don't you moot point me, missus. You moot point yourself down that town hall you're so fond of and get your goggle eyes clocking over that ratepayer's arrears list, because you'll find Queenie Shepherd's name right at the flaming top of it. Now, hand it over.
Mrs. Shepherd, I've no intention of allowing you to sign that list.
All right, then, suit yourself. It's a pity, though, because you'd be doing me a very big favour.
She doesn't understand, you see. It hasn't sunk in.
Mrs. Blakey, my name is Rosie, not Dozy. That's what they call me. That petition is to get us chucked out of our flat, right?
Yes.
Well, I'm all for it. Now then, stop shuffling. Shoulders back, our Douglas. You know, I used to strap a draining board to his back when he was little lad, but you know, it's made no difference. Look at him now, he looks like a flaming tortoise. Tell Mrs. Petty why we want to get slung out of that flat.
Serious overcrowded.
4 of them, Mrs. Petty, bunking up in one room in 2 double beds, and when they go for a wash, it's like pigs round a trough. Sign the petition.
Really? I must protest. This is completely unauthorised.
Sorry, missus, we don't understand long words.
Our Douglas, tell Mrs. Petty where we want to go and live.
country.
Aye, the countryside. The wide open spaces west of Pontefract. All green and grass and birds and flowers and chucky hens and a dear little Dutch pub that's open until 4 o'clock in the morning. Sign the petition and spell your name right.
May I have that back?
Just a minute. Our bunny. Tell Mrs. Petty where we want to live.
In a caravan.
Aye, in a gypsy caravan with big wheels and shiny brass lamps. You never know, I might come round and tell your fortune one of these days. Sign it. Our Raymond, tell Mrs. Petty why we want to get slung out of that flat instead of giving notice.
Because they'll have to pay us compensation to find us elsewhere to live.
What we call supplementary benefits. Sign the petition. You know, Mrs. Petty, it is my lifelong ambition to become a burden on the state. Give it your mother now, Raymond. Well, now that's it. You've got your 500 signatures. Don't thank us, love. It was a pleasure. You'd think I never fed them, wouldn't you? How much do I owe you, love?
4 custard tarts, 2 shillings.
Not custard tarts, love. Individual cream caramels. Chalk 'em up, will you?
Perhaps we're turning over a new leaf.
Mrs. Blakey, I shan't sleep easy in my bed until the pack of them are out the flats. The sooner this is in the hands of the housing authorities, the... Oh, this is a criminal offence. That family, they've stolen my petition.
And what's that in your hand, Mrs. Petty?
It's a crude forgery, Mrs. Blake. Just listen. Harold Wilson, Jackie Charlton, Lillian Bord, Donald Duck.
Wouldn't believe it.
And they've not only got criminal tendencies, Mrs. Blakey.
They've got cheek enough for everything.
They're ignorant, they're uneducated, they're illiterate. Just look how they've spelled the Count in Dracula.
Had so much fun since the day I got married. You remember that day, Jack, when we all got locked in that cafe until 1 o'clock in the morning, drinking rum and pep?
Yeah, I remember that. I can still taste it.
How the hell can you remember? You were only 3. And our little bunny, he wasn't even born. Oh, you missed so many good times, didn't you, bunny, just by not being born.
Get away, it's the gin talking.
Don't tell me it's the gin talking. I'll knock you straight through that window. No, it's your dad, you see. I miss him.
Thought this were a birthday party, not a bloody funeral. Come on, Bunny, let's have another song.
Yes, let's sing that one that your dad always liked. You know, when the lights go on again all over the world.
Don't look at me, because I don't know words.
Well, our Douglas knows them. Come on, Douglas, get up and sing for your mother.
I'm not singing, I don't sing.
You sing tonight and like it. And you can make yourself useful and all. I'll have a Tia Maria in a fresh glass.
When the lights go on again, all over the world. And the lights go on again, all over the world. And rain and snow is all that may fall from the skies above. A kiss won't mean goodbye, but hello to love. When the lights go on again, all over the world. Mrs. Queenie Shepherd.
Ah, that's right, love, and all the little shepherds. 75 Margaret Rose House.
Mr. Jack Henry Shepherd.
All over.
Raymond Herbert Shepherd. Anthony Shepherd. And Douglas Fairbanks Shepherd. And time is 20 to 1 in the morning. I'm surprised at you, Jeremy. I thought you had more sense.
What can you do? They're spending £14 a week in here. That's income for me, is that? I've been going to Majorca for my holidays since they started coming in.
Easier ways to make a living. You might have a chance to find one soon. I'm nicking you, Jeremy.
Oh, what, because they're playing the piano and singing? I'm licensed for singing.
What's this in aid of? Musical glasses?
Oh, that's what's bothering you, is it? It's all right, we've got an extension.
Extension? What extension?
Oh, I do beg your pardon, Mr. Thornton. I thought you knew. It's an extension for my private birthday party. Of course, they didn't want to grant it, but once we showed them that petition, well, they didn't have very much option.
Petition?
That's right. 500 signatures she's got there, all genuine. And all them neighbours got together just so she could have a birthday party. It surprised me, I can tell you.
Ah, it surprises me too. All right then. Where's all guests?
Oh, we thought we'd keep it just family.
Just family, so you don't want a big crowd, do you?
No, just the 5 of us sitting here drinking legally.
This extension's till 1 o'clock. I want you off these premises in good order by 1 minute past.
10 minutes past, Mr. Thornton. You've forgotten the 10 minutes drinking up time. Cheers!
Oh, watch it, Mrs. Shepherd. Just watch it.
Oh, we always watch it, love. Invariably. Come on, our bunny, let's get on with the song. Where's the light?